Dr. Zakir with you, Senior ENT Consultant. So the topic is acute parotitis in neonates. There are three sets of salivary glands. One set is a parotid, which is seen here in front of the ear and below the ears. Then you have the submandibular gland, which is seen here, upper part of the neck just below this mandible. And the last one is a sublingual gland just below the tongue. So three here, three here. So three sets of salivary glands. So totally altogether the saliva produced per day will be 1.5 liters. And in these three sets of salivary glands, the parotid gland infection is very common. And the stone formation or the calculus formation is very common in the submandibular gland. In this video, I am going to tell you about acute parotitis in neonates, the specific topic. That is what I am going to tell you. This anatomy I have already mentioned to you. So parotid gland, submandibular gland, the sublingual gland. So I am going to tell you about the parotid gland infection in neonates. So there will be a specific cause for this, the risk factor. Usually it is seen in those children who have anatomical problem or structural problem in the oral cavity when they are born, or maybe they are dehydrated. That can be a cause. And more so, it is more common in children, in premature babies. These are the common risk factors. So if you ask me what are the common organisms which can be involved, the answer is going to be Staphylococcus or Streptococcus. Now coming to the complaints. The complaint will be, we will find a swelling just in front of the ear and below the ear, and the skin over the swelling will be red in color. The child will be irritable and continuously crying. So the investigations, coming to the investigation, if suppose the child has got fever and if you do a blood test, it may show leukocytosis, the WBC count will be high. And when you open the oral cavity and examine the duct, with the parotid duct which opens up here, we can, on massage of the parotid duct, we can see pus coming out from the duct, which will take, the pus will be taken for, the pus swab will be taken from that spot, so that we can do gram stain and send it for culture and sensitivity also, so that we can come to know which particular bacteria is involved and which particular specific antibiotic can be given against it. And the last important investigation being ultrasound of the neck, that specifically to the parotid gland. So coming to the treatment. So one of the cause I have mentioned is dehydration. So we have to hydrate the child, and we will start with a specific antibiotic and twice daily warm fermentation and massage of the gland. This will take care of the infection in most of the cases, say 90 or 95%. If suppose there is no improvement and ultrasound or the ultrasound shows abscess collection, then we used to put a needle inside that parotid gland, and we used to remove all the pus, and that will take care of the abscess, and we will continue the antibiotic till the child becomes normal. So that is how we manage a case of acute parotitis in neonates. Thank you so much.